Hello friends, in the continuation of our discussion that is on perspectives on neuro-linguistic programming, I am here to discuss scopes of neuro-linguistic programming. It is very important to know the scopes of neuro-linguistic programming as to how it helps us in our personal life as well as in professional life. Neuro-linguistic programming is a composite name derived from neuro, pertaining to the brain, linguistic to do with language and communication, and programming, which in this case refers to the structures or patterns of behavior that we use. Neuro-linguistic programming, as we know it today, began with the work of Richard Bandler and John Grinder in the 1970s. They were psychology and linguistic scholars who observed exceptional people in action, studied what they were doing, and identified what worked best. Research was influenced by earlier scholars such as Korzybski 1921 and Chomsky 1957 and Beatson 1972. The methodology created by Bandler and Grinder can be learned by anyone to improve their personal and professional effectiveness, as neuro-linguistic programming has become an important part of management training programs. In the introduction of neuro-linguistic programming, I discussed in detail the presuppositions as well as the very introduction of neuro-linguistic programming, and also about the Bandler and the Grinder. In neuro-linguistic programming, we talk about well-formed outcomes. Now, what is this well-formed outcomes? Much has been written about the importance of stating project objectives clearly, but neuro-linguistic programming takes this further and highlights the importance of visualizing what success will look like. How will you know you have reached your goal? Because neuro-linguistic programming is a kind of process or program which gives you a path that leads to success. Mastering the skill of creating well-formed outcomes is a way of ensuring that goals are effective and achievable, and that you have fully explored their wider consequences. In his research into the sources of motivation, neuropsychologist Mark Solms suggests that the process of creating well-formed outcomes stimulates the human reticular activating system, which is also called RAS, which is responsible for increased motivation to organize thoughts and activity towards meeting that goal. Goal, that is the outcome. This is clearly a very logical approach. The more clearly the outcomes can be defined, that is more concentrated, the more information is fed to the brain, which means the brain will be better able to notice the things that will help you to achieve those outcomes. All project management bodies of knowledge highlight the importance of clarifying project goals, but the NLP approach offers us something extra or something extraordinarily good. Neuro-linguistic programming is collection of personal development tools, methods for improving your own and others' performance. It is also a collection of tools for effectively communicating with others. A practical and pragmatic collection of insights and methods that can enable you to improve how you communicate with yourself and with others. Neuro-linguistic programming is a simple yet powerful approach to personal and professional development. It is based on the study of successful human performance in which the skills of very effective people are studied and then made available to others through NLP techniques. These easily learned techniques can be acquired through the live interactive workshops. It shows that a good neuro-linguistic programming workshop is a valuable shortcut to more effective and successful living. As we know that we are discussing the scopes of neuro-linguistic programming, therefore I am highlighting all these points. In a few hours, if you are going to be the part of such workshop, in a few hours you can learn what may have taken others years to discover in a trial and error manner. It was originally designed as a means of modeling or creating very precise model of how people do things. That is why it is said the trial and error, but you are going to imbibe through the success of the people achieved in a very short span of time and in a very calculative way. Now at this point it is useful to mention the simple steps towards well-formed outcomes. Now what are these well-formed outcomes? The first is state positive outcomes. This means that each outcome is directed towards something you want rather than away from something you wish to avoid. This will help to keep your focus and energy on moving towards the goal. That is to say that you will have less distraction and more concentration. Therefore, it is easy to get the desired goal. Next is consider the evidence. We are discussing the various steps of getting the goal. So next is consider the evidence, which is focus on the desired outcomes or customer success criteria and constantly assess the evidence as to whether these are being achieved. How will you know you are on the track for each outcome? What will you see, hear and feel? Can you describe success specifically from all angles and from all stakeholders' perspectives? Not only will this make it easier to know when you have finished, but it also means you will more easily be able to assess whether you are on the right track. Next is review issues of control. Now what is review issues of control? How to control the track on which you are moving. Is the task you are taking on within the project manager's and the project team's control? Is it in the right direction? Teams need to set the outcomes for their own areas, helping them to feel empowered and motivated. Then check resources. Ask what is needed to achieve each outcome and whether it is worth. If the outcome is too big, it will need to be broken down into more suitable compartments. If the risks involved are too great, then revisit the outcome. In helping to set their outcomes, team members should identify any additional support they may need. Then we consider the consequences. As we are discussing the steps towards the goal, so next is consider the consequences. If the initial outcome is achieved, what will be the wider benefit and consequences for you, the team members and the organization? Do the consequences fit with the strategy and core values of the company? What else could happen as a result of this outcome? And is there anything good about the present situation that could be lost? These are the questions you have to keep in mind before you move towards your desired goal. Then plan and take actions. These are all the part of a scope of neuro-linguistic programming which can train you to meet all challenges. And one of them is plan and take action. All project managers know that a required outcome usually requires the manager to plan some action. But the process might have to be repeated more than once before arriving at a compelling outcome to which people feel committed. Now, systematic thinking. What is this and how it is important when we discuss the scopes of the neuro-linguistic programming? Because it also trains you to think systematically. NLP is very much about the interrelationship of things. None of us exist in isolation. We are all functioning within wider systems, organizations or divisions, project teams or departments. NLP encourages us to consider the effect of everything we do with respect to the wider system. The relevance of this is highlighted by the butterfly effect from chaos theory propounded by Lawrence 1972, which suggests that the smallest change, like a butterfly flapping its wings on one side of the world, could cause a hailstorm on the opposite side of the world. This is more relevant to today's project managers than at any time in the past because of the complex environments in which we now operate. The present scenario is really challenging, and we have to take care of so many things while operating on certain tasks. Systematic thinking is thinking in loops rather than in a linear fashion. When one part of the system changes, there is a ripple effect on the other parts, as a result of which the other parts change and the ripple cycle continues, impacting the original part and so on. Think about feeling thirsty. Your body lets you know. So you drink. You only know how much to drink because your body indicates when you no longer feel thirsty. This is a feedback loop. Becoming more aware of these and noticing feedback from everything we say and do is a critical message from neuro-linguistic programming that can make an immediate impact on our success. A conversation is a prime example. You think of what to say and then you say it. The other person listens, which affects their thoughts and feelings, and they reply. You perceive their response and react with your own thoughts and feelings. The outcome of the conversation will be very different if you fail to notice and respond to the feedback you are getting. That is to say that the entire conversation and dialogue and discourse should be in a cohesive, systematic manner. Now, as we discuss scopes of neuro-linguistic programming, we should discuss the applications of neuro-linguistic programming. And in other words, this is also the part of a scope of neuro-linguistic programming. Neuro-linguistic programming, as we discussed, it is very important in business life as well, in a professional life as well. The use of NLP in business is extremely useful at all levels, from CEO right down to the office boy. Basic NLP skills which improve and enhance communication, rapport building, and goal setting are all immediately applicable to the business world. Specific skills for dealing with people who perceive the world differently than we do will help to improve relations with peers, bosses, customers, and new prospects. In addition, many leaders and consultants in business have turned to the creative and innovative aspects of NLP for inspiration in organizational development, total quality management, team building, and strategic planning. NLP principles and skills underlie much of what is taught in negotiation workshops. Presentation skills and public speaking are an integral part of corporate life today, and NLP helps a lot to get the power to face the crowd, the audience. NLP self-management techniques, language patterns, and goal settings are vital to the effective speaking. Many of the attendees at NLP trainings tell us that they have come to learn skills that will help them in their professions. Now, rapport is very important when we talk of NLP, and we get this power of rapport if we go through the NLP training. What is rapport? Rapport, this is the starting point as in so many areas of life. The manager that has good rapport skills and uses them with his staff is ahead and more effective than others. Representational system, having a working knowledge of the representational system being used by another person will enable you to talk with that person in a way that will be easily understood by him. Limiting beliefs. A good manager can identify his subordinate who is not performing well due to his limiting belief. He should be aware of his own limiting beliefs and then use NLP techniques to remove them. See how important NLP training is. So when we talk of the scopes of NLP, it is immense. NLP is also very useful in the helping professions. Much of the initial modeling in NLP focused on how innovative and effective therapists helped their clients change. Most of their behavior and language was beyond their conscious awareness. Thus, the analysis and modeling of the therapist technique produced information of a highly practical nature. The personal change work process in NLP are unique in their scope and power. They are guided by precise language, patterns, and a careful systematic approach for checking the ecology or respectfulness of the change upon other areas in a person's life. Many highly trained therapists are finding NLP to be a highly generative and comprehensive framework for personal change. In addition, the dynamic world of NLP is continually refining existing patterns and adding new developments which help people make the changes they want. NLP is a tool for building rapport with a variety of clients, understanding the structure of beliefs and identity to add zest to your work and to increase your job satisfaction. New and effective ways to assist your clients to achieve rapid and lasting changes. NLP and creativity. Artists, writers, and performers find NLP training valuable because neuro-linguistic programming offers valuable insight into what inhibits and what enhances the creative spirit. Applications of NLP strategies provide powerful ways to free and stimulate your creativity. Now, NLP's practical applications include understanding how we learn and developing a strategy for both students and teachers. Through NLP, teachers and parents gain concrete methods for helping children do well in school. Classroom teachers are incorporating key pieces of the NLP approach into their teaching methods and classroom management. Many people come to NLP for relief from limitations, shortcomings. NLP provides freedom from old habits, fears, limiting beliefs, and gives a structure for new and empowering ways of being in the world. One of the benefits of NLP is more choice in how you respond, the way you communicate, and how you feel. When you have more options, you can make better decisions. If you have not been living the life that you want, NLP offers you a path to new and satisfying alternative. That is choices. The applications of NLP are important both to those in the medical field and to individuals interested in good health. In today's rapidly changing field of healthcare, medical professionals need more than technical abilities. They are increasingly called upon to demonstrate a strong interpersonal skills and flexibility, as well as abilities in the area of negotiation, business management, and conflict resolution. NLP provides these necessary skills for relating effectively and communicating clearly with patient and co-workers. Medical professionals report that what they learn in NLP training is immediately applicable and valuable in their work. In addition, leading-edge research in NLP today is focusing on ways of building and maintaining personal health, engaging the body's ability to heal, and defining the relationship between health and belief. So, NLP is an often used explanation as the study of the structure of subjective experience. Others have called it an attitude and methodology that leaves behind a trail of techniques. NLP management or coaching training helps you to improve management skills, personal management as well, and how you think about your personal life. NLP programming is a behavioral technology model in which we study about communication, psychotherapy, and personal development. NLP imagination method helps you to change your reality through programming of your subconscious mind. Today, NLP is used in a myriad of fields such as hypnosis, healing, personal change work, sport, life coaching, business coaching, and sales training. It is also taken a spiritual detour with learners, combining it to connect with the divine. Some are using it in hospitals to reduce the need to induce anesthesia. Others use it to become better parents, fight stage fright, or cure allergies. The application of NLP means that any desired state can be invoked. There are many conscious and unconscious strategies that help to achieve peak performance. And certainly the future of NLP is very bright. In future, NLP will continue to be used in the areas we discussed and more to come. It won't be surprising to see NLP being applied in more day-to-day areas. The one thing that really excites me is the application of NLP in schools. The sad reality of the moment is that we leave it up to the students to figure out how to learn, when in reality a large number of these learning strategies that inexperienced students come up with insufficient, ineffective experience. And when the push comes to show, many of these students take it upon themselves and assume something is wrong with them. The truth, however, is they don't know any better and expect different results. And when that does not work, they devalue learning, the school, and eventually the whole education system. NLP intervention can help here. Teachers can be equipped and coached with NLP strategies, not just for regular students, but also for those with special needs, learning disabilities, dyslexia, and many more. Even for the PhD students, NLP can be a boon, which keeps on boosting their energy to pursue their research work positively. NLP provides you with a way of making changes in your own life and in assisting others in doing the same. It provides you with insights into how people think and behave, dynamic personal change techniques, advanced communication skills. Now, a very important question is that, is NLP a science? No. Nor does NLP make any claims to be scientific or to be based on studies that compare the average behavior or responses of one group with the average behavior responses of another. NLP is a model of what works in individual performance. It is based on the working principle that if one person can do something, then given similar physical characteristics, anyone else can learn to do the same by modeling and integrating into their own repertoire the skills and attitude of the successful person. While this working principle may or may not be literally true, it leads to some quiet, remarkable improvements in personal performance. NLP is not an intellectual process. Then what it is? On the contrary, NLP is a very behavioral. It is about what you do with what you know rather than what you know. Now, when we talk of the scope of neurolinguistics, as I said, the scope is immense. It can be useful to advance your career, your potential, your caliber. We all know that we are in a complex world, in a challenging world, where deciding for a career is very, very challenging task. NLP can help you to decide a career for you as well as to advance in your career. It may also help you to attract the right person for you. Individuals' variation that is there, and in a professional life, this may cause harm to you. So it can give you the power to understand the right person for you in personal life, in professional life. NLP can help you in recovery from the illness or disease. How? To give you a positive thought, to pursue you to think positively, and to take you away from the negative attitude. It can also help you to clarify career objectives, the priorities. What are the priorities in a career? NLP can give you this idea. It can also cure you, from phobias and help you to treat allergies. It can help you to improve your business performance, to improve communication, reverse anxiety attacks, increase motivation and energy, and also to make lifestyle changes. That is to say, exercise, diet, which with the passage of time may suit to your health. It may also help you to overcome traumatic experiences. We all are humans, and we feel weak in a certain situation. And there we feel sometime that now it is the end of the life. But NLP can treat you that there is still a scope in the life. And it can also help you to alter habitual behavior, achieve marital harmony that can enhance your personal life. So NLP is also helpful for yourself and for an effective relationships. It can quickly identify and blast through the limitations that are holding you back in business and in life. Once you break through these, your business and personal life will never be the same again. Master your subconscious mind so that you can learn quickly than traditional teaching methods could ever allow. Learn things about yourself that you did not know before. Master your own emotions so that you handle all eventualities easily. Gain that vital edge that makes you a far effective and powerful communicator. And NLP helps you to enhance your personal relationship and develop instant confidence. So the list is very long, endless point, which can give you an idea that NLP can change your life, your point of view, and your way to live. Now, NLP is also very useful for personal resilience. How resilient are you? Do you keep a positive attitude during difficult situations? Do you have skills to help you to relax and manage stress? Do you have a network of people who offer you support? Do you take good care of yourself? Do you keep your eyes on the big picture even in challenging situations? Well, NLP is going to help you to develop your resilience. Why is resilience so important? Resilient people can keep functioning both physically and psychologically. Resilience helps us to survive. It also helps us to grow and develop. Resilient people have lower levels of depression. Resilient people harness inner strength that helps them rebound, and resilience is a core competency for stress management. And NLP is going to help you to develop your resiliency. So, friends, we realized that how important neuro-linguistic programming is. If God has given us this life, we need to nurture this life beautifully, carefully, with the help of neuro-linguistic programming. Thank you very much.